Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Pacarosa YouTube channel. And this is where I talk about anything under the sun, and I am glad you joined me today. What I would like to do before I get started is for you to drop a like or press that subscribe button because I love subscribers. They are the best. And I appreciate you watching my videos. If it gives you something, if it gives you some helpful advice in life, which I hope I do, either by talking about the Bills or anything else, I hope it helps you. But by subscribing, you are going on the right path to improve your life by me, so I hope you subscribe. Anyway, here's the topic of the day. I'm not going to talk about the Bills. I will in another video, but since we're in between the mandatory minicamp and training camp, I want to talk about something else, something that doesn't have to do with football. It's school. You see, I'm a teacher. I love teaching kids. And this year, I was a first grade teacher at Park Ridge Elementary School in Stafford, Virginia. And it was my first year of teaching. And it was one of the wildest rides you'll ever be on. You see, everything changed for me. It was tough moving from Rochester, where I grew up all my life, all the way down to Virginia, and in a place that I really didn't know existed. I didn't know Stafford, Virginia existed. The only Stafford I knew was Matthew Stafford of the Detroit Lions. That's the only Stafford I knew. So I didn't know about Stafford, Virginia, and I didn't know about the Park Ridge Elementary School. So, I knew that was a lot of change, but I feel like I did it. And I went through a year of change, not only for me, but for educators as well. You see, during this pandemic time where there were restrictions all over the place, especially in a school, things changed on a daily basis, and that includes students. I started out with 21, and by the end of the year, I had 17. Kids were coming and going in my class every day. And that, for a teacher, that's tough. You want consistent kids from September through December. You really don't want them to change. But the class that I got in October was the class that I saw on the last day of school. And let me just say, it was one of the best times of my life. And these group of kids were one of the best I will probably ever have. Okay, so maybe it's my first class ever. That's fine. I can go with that, because I will have to say that as I walk away from this crazy school year, I walk away with positive and memorable memories with all these kids this year. I can tell you all positive qualities about them. And this video will take up 20 minutes because all 17 of them are awesome kids, and they all have great futures ahead of them. And I will miss them. I really will, because they were an incredible bunch to teach, and adorable kids, and I will miss them. I'll definitely miss them. And I think the proudest moment I had as a teacher this year was when I got the PALS reading scores that the kids all took in the spring, and I compared it to the fall and the spring, and I found out that each of them grew in their reading levels during the year. And that, through all the hardship, through all of the changes and the ups and downs, the fact that they grew from this school year is something that will, it's something that will stick inside of me for a while, which means for me that's something positive that came out of this school year. And yes, there were some tough days, but there were also some good days with these group of kids. And honestly, I wouldn't want to teach anybody else except for these 17 kids. I'll miss them. I know I will have other students as well, and they will be great as well, because every kid is great. But I feel like your first students are always your best students because they came first. And these kids came first. And we had one heck of a school year. And I know that I and the teachers that they will have in the future will be successful, that they will be successful, each and every one of them. They will be successful and live happy lives. And in a way, I started that as a first grade teacher, and that's something amazing. That's something amazing to think about, that all of these kids, wherever they go, I started their path for success. So that's really what I wanted to talk about. Just this short video about how appreciative I am to have taught all of these kids, because they will be successful in their lives, and I can't be more proud of them. Well, and as I left the classroom for the last time on Friday, I thought of all the memories from September through now in the classroom, and it kind of gave me teary-eyed, because it was all great. It was all great. And as I left the classroom and I turned off the lights for the last time, I imagined all of them in their seats. Even though the desks were all stacked up and the chairs were all stacked up in the corner of the room, I imagined the desk, the students sitting their desk, and closing my eyes, I wished all of them good luck in their futures, because I know that they will have one heck of a life. So I'll miss all of them, but they will be successful. And that's really what your role as a teacher should be. Good luck, my first grade students.